Welcome to Mindfulness with myself, Jennifer Hurd. Mindful eating is paying attention to our food on purpose, moment by moment, without judgment. It is an approach to food that focuses on our individual awareness of the food and the experience of it. It has little to do with calories, fat, protein, or the number of carbohydrates. Eating is an opportunity to nourish the body while nourishing our mindfulness practice. In order to do this practice, choose a comfortable seated position where the food can be placed in such a way that it is easy to see, touch, and consume without too much movement. Sitting in such a way minimizes unnecessary stimulus and helps you focus on the experience. A simple food such as raisins or berries is a great place to start. Although you can do this with any food, if this is your first time, choose something that you are comfortable eating with your hands. Go ahead and pause this meditation if you need to set up. When you're ready, begin by taking in the food visually. Notice the colors, shape, size, and texture. The way the light is absorbed or reflected. As you look at the food, notice if there is an urge to start eating. Does the mouth salivate? Are you anticipating the taste? There is nothing wrong with feeling hunger. Allow the cravings to come and go as you take in the look of the food. Now, without moving, notice if there is a smell to the food. Some foods may have stronger aromas than others. From this distance, without touch, there may be no smell at all. Perhaps you have to get closer. But for now, let's resist this urge. Instead, search for any subtle sense. If there is no scent, pick up the food and slowly bring it closer to your nose, little by little, until a scent is noticeable. It may still be very subtle. If the mind begins craving, just return to the smell in front of you. Before we begin eating, take a brief moment to appreciate the energy that went into the production of this food. People worked to grow this food and bring it to you. Nature provided rainwater, nutrients, and sunshine. Perhaps somebody cooked it, cleaned it, or packaged it for you. Bring into your mind all of the energy from various sources that came together to create this snack just for you. If you didn't already, slowly pick up the food. Mindfully examine how the food feels in your hand. Is it hard, soft, cold, warm? Notice the dimples, elevations, textures of the exterior. Bring the food to your lips. Notice the sensation just before you take a bite. Is it soft, cool, warm, itchy, smooth against your lips? Take a bite, letting the food sit on your tongue. Notice the desire to chew, but don't just yet. Instead, start by feeling the temperature of the food inside your mouth. Can you feel the shape? Is the texture different than what you imagined it would be? Begin chewing. Notice the change in the texture of the food. Does it change even more as you continue to chew? Bring awareness to the taste, to the flavors. Is it bitter, salty, sweet, sour? Now become aware of the more subtle flavors. Label them as they arise. See if you can go beyond what you know the food to be. If you are new to mindful eating, you may have a hard time doing more than simply labeling what you're eating, such as it's a raspberry. Try to dig a little deeper. Are there multiple flavors present? Is this food reminiscent of something else? Of a different food, perhaps? Maybe even a place. Raspberries always remind me of a country drive. If you are done chewing, swallow your bite. Tune into the experience of swallowing. What does it feel like as the food moves down the throat? You may also notice the desire to quickly have another bite. Pause and notice if any flavor remains in the mouth for a moment. Taking another bite, pay attention to the changing of flavors as you chew. Do they become stronger or weaker? Does one flavor become more prominent over another as you chew? You can continue eating like this, reminding yourself to slow down, to be present, and experience every sensation. Continue to check in with the sights, smells, tastes, feelings, and thoughts that arise. When you finish eating, allow yourself to feel gratitude for the food that is nourishing you. Relax into appreciation of the nutrients the food provides your body, and for the people that help supply this food for your enjoyment. Thank you for joining in this mindful eating experience with me. If you enjoyed this meditation, please consider liking and subscribing.